Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All things at your advice, Miss Gensen.
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some miraculous jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been...
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of miraculous jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Gensen, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize, I've already rented them out to a lady.
Wait, is miraculous jadeite really there? I just wondered if the hairpins can give for long.
No, I'm not really in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Mr. Chow for renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full value. In return, I include a clause that guarantees the source miraculous jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Mr.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course, this way both the client and I have the assurance we need to ensure fairness. Each must retain an original copy of the contract.
In that case, I know where Mr. Chow lives. We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down in our contract. Here, I'll mark it on the map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Mr. Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting me...
I don't know how that happened. I always get them right by my I spend so much money. If I had to pay the additional value... My family is looking for this too, but we now have a backlog of data boards sitting around, so we would have a big bank that is coming up in a few days. Several board members I know will be there. That's what the hairpins were for, too. Well, but now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a set strong sense of...
Not you, really? I sent the commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard from
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow.
Well, I'm sure I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see. That's right. Anna said that she's a really excited. Is it true? You're surely there must be a way we rent it. I mentioned it in the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must be current market price, and given the rarity of Sorax jadeite, I fear that
Even higher. Oh, no.
Just how much she does. However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine. Did you really have a pause before saying that time? Anyway, the hairpins are gone, so when we look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins. Except that we found the hairpins, there no longer be any need to check whether they're jadeite. Seems right.
Please, however much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants after all. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins,
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were... My family has seen much change pass through its hands in the past, so I'm quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things.
Miss Yante, you returned. You what? Are you serious?
Sorry! Truly, I am.
Laura, do you have any idea what I had to go through? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. It was in fact Gensen's varieties jade that landed into the hairpin.
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, all right?
Alright, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by my mistress.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She could have paid every...
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise this money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk more.
What is this about? Are you...
No, what I wanted to talk about is there is a chance that the board laid on those hairpins. What do you mean? Are you implying that the board is obviously not. I'm an adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't know if Grant told you this, but sporadic jade is found deep underground and containing mere mortals come into contact with it. Well, don't be sick of the best case. And in the worst case, they can even... Mr. Chow, did you have any time feeling well while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole thing.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier, if I deduced correctly, he may still have the sporadic jade in his possession. If that's the case, we should go confront him right now and expose his dirty scam right to his face! Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. And then he'd throw the sporadic jade into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up for the contract. He would lose nothing. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in the U, hoping and praying that the hairpins do act so vivid that behind the things of my experience talking. Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with problems like this, perhaps you could help me out.
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you to please sign this contract? Does there have to be a contract for everything? Feels like Gensen is even more consistent with them than I said. It sounds like these are formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now is just a proposal and advice. But for me to convey for conditions without that by contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I would be glad to place this matter into your capable hands.
No problem. Just sign here. I'll sign here. Okay, and I'll also need your signatures for pages 5, 7, and the very last page. Finally, this contract has so many pages. All right, that's done. My son's name always, and written the contract. Have a look.
Could we read through? Everything checks out.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will take another copy. No. Despite how tractable this problem might sound, I don't believe you've been part of an investigation like this before. In which
I have to ask.
because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some sporadic data myself. I know whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter, but either way, it's a lead. Also, the idea of someone abusing the law to their advantage. But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go to... where? I've got it. Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade business. If Mr. Crosswell had his war work done at all, Chateau would undoubtedly have been his first choice.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to the... Surely not more spurious claims that my change better.
No, nothing of the sort. As a Session 9 merchant came across and listed your work processing.
A Session 9 emergency proposal, you say? I do remember that. That was the first time I ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it really was Rabbit's data. He was quite generous with his money too, so I didn't give it too much thought.
Do you have any leverage based on your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering the Aura, after all.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
If my eyes don't deceive me, yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. Heard it says it's a difference in fact, outer layers are as jadeite.
You must see for yourself. Try examining these shadings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrites? So, well, we might as well give elementals a stone. Did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come you tell us we have to tell them what?
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find them very reveal the subtle difference of the casual viewer, but that turns into an and, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost.
All right, let's focus on that. We're going off on a tangent.
But never mind, sure, why would Mr. Crossell?
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take...
Miss Gensen?
Can you just remember me once more, sir? Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that we're...
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact.
Then I have further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and...
Of course. But
Oh, I have my reasons. Yes, please, this document shall serve as sign proof that these stone shadings originated from the...
yes, I see.
I would say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. This happened, Crossell, do you try to deny what we did? On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little more compelling. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry, no. Got it. Sing. She often helps people to find jewelsmith. Let's hope you that's quick. How come you know so many people? Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Lila Harvard is the city of contract. And contract amendments made by the influential art laws are unnecessarily complicated. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite popular service. So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible? Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all legal codices. You memorized them? You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is legal advice. Oh, this has nothing to do with being a dentist. I just like reading things. Again with the casual tone. Let's go look for Ziggy.
I look ready on Jay?
Oh, Gensen, it's you. Something have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. Because someone mentioned by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with Crossell. Yes, I remember him.
He's a merchant folks. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find this order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite quickly.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here. Miss Ziggy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite. Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I've also kept a copy of my own records. See for yourself. I think Gensen has recorded this and registered it.
Thank you, Ziggy. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it doesn't serve much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document and... Everyone's first reaction! Almost to assume someone! I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let the weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for? Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can...
Please, show me your prescription. My, to what do I have pleasure? And it isn't Miss Gensen as well. Now that's even rarer.
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with smaragdus jadeite.
Smaragdus jadeite?
Why, yes, there is some information about it included. The Seven Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow. Within it is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period...
Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way to chit-chat. I
suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit
attesting to the...
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. It won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted. I wonder, Miss Gensen, if you...
You need to concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for coming in.
You're too kind. Take care.
That Baiju guy is very clever. He was defending something. Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's find Mr. Crossel.
Miss Gensen, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the...
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a...
Wonderful. Well, then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Gensen?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossel, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times...
Sure. Wait.
No. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be fluoride state items. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article...
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Gensen, I expect a huge sum to obtain its correct state item, and yet you...
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment. This is a processing record from the jade mystery, along with stones.
Seriously? Even the boss there could differentiate between Smaragdus and jade. In any case, Smaragdus identifies the outer layer of Smaragdus jade. So I had to cut away the net.
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated.
Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convict him at all. Evidence? Something legally binding.
This document proves that my members are the legal deals. This is the mystery seal.
A second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this, you know, you could be right. Perhaps the haircut...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shows up.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of traveler. Would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains. It will bring disaster to any near mortals who sustain contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a violent Mr. Crossel. Are you aware of the peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I have no idea.
No idea, you say? I guessed as much. I'm afraid this falls outside the scope of my work. Other than that, however, I'm sure that the ministry will be relatively lenient. Don't worry, Mr. Crossel. I will make sure that all the evidence... I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
Wait.
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossel.
Huh? No,
Aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? You do understand, Mr. Crossel, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Crossel. Your answer, please. My client's not waiting. He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like...
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had laid on those hair. But I would do all this too. I invested a great deal of time and money to acquire them. After receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme. I went to a pharmacy to get myself checked out. Only to discover that this sort of stone. That's why I had another pair of hair made from Smaragdus sapphire, which is all I kept for real Smaragdus jade, especially the main box. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them. Not so... I don't want to either, but when I purchased the Smaragdus jade, some of my business partners found word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairs.
Alright, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any emphasis has on your transaction with my client.
10 times.
Crossel looks like he could say that he's tricky. As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20%.
20%? That's much less than that Smaragdus jade.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay Mr. Smaragdus jade on those hairpins was fake. I still bear responsibility.
Mr. Chow.
However, Mr. Crossel, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jade,
What? But I don't...
Miss Gensen, I'll turn this Smaragdus jade over to you. I trust this will...
Well, that's not quite how the rules say to go.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Gensen. When you have the time,
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now,
well, yes, we have.
well, that's good. Mr. Crossel, it seems that my client has no further...
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. Crossel, I can see from your using for duties, you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, if we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice, I think...
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jade granted ones too. Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they lost something, we end up searching all over. Even though the solution did involve the right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins and a dentist. Speaking of, you took part in that battle. Eli Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job. In any case, don't you think that the Eli Harbor today means... I don't think as someone who is dead, I don't disagree with your view. Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to make a grand decision. I bet you've done.
Ah, you've returned. Good, good.
Well, if we're all set, then.
Oh, you. All right then. Go see.
Bye. Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you keep looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
I'm leaving.
That child. Goodness knows what it. Indeed she is. Gensen might be overly careless, but she's also, Leo is not all right then. Let us speak of this.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's just not a single tape. There we go. Hold it firmly if you want to drop it. Oh, goodness. Oh, no, take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you can.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for them.